snap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Going to give it to Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, now Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on the gain of 8.
It's pretty easy to overlook the pressure when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and puts up a nice gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Oh, it falls over him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Saints nothing.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side and complete to Thomas. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. They go play action. Winston. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
The Saints come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Winston.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again with Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Mixing up the middle.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On play action, Winston.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And some room to roll now. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for another Saints.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Raiders 7, Saints nothing.
A first down throw for Winston.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. To throw here, Dalton. Looking for time. Jacobs, he's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Thanks for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Carr now on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if we're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
It'll be a pickup of 15.
They needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get out of it. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Pass incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Carr. And he'll just get rid of it.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be getting rid of. Otherwise,
this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Play action. Now it's Carr. Being chased out left. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Saints 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
Jameis now on 1st down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
A second down throw for Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so they went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
They're on 36-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is our target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
This taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Here's Carr. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
You see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came out a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So first and 10 now from the 30. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense, though. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? Third and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
To throw is Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Down inside the 10.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call the timeout here defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he is going to lose yardage here. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people...
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Las Vegas,
they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for New Orleans,